Khan and Peanut wrapping around. Did not get spotted. Had the ward thrown in on the other side of the brush, and now we're going to be looking for the pinch. Gorilla is here as well. Going to go in for the red buff, focusing out onto Yujun. He uses the smite. Comes through. In comes the pulverize. Yujun will go down. First blood over to Khan. Now chasing in, looking for Roach. Isolation damage. The red buff to slow. He is as good as dead, and Peanut is going to claim it. And just like this, Peanut picks up the second one for
to play, but that information is open to Kongdu as well. Now the reverse was true, and it's so well read by Kingzone. They do the next level that we couldn't see from Kongdu Monster in Game 1. Able to follow from here. Peanut hits level 2. He really doesn't want to use his flash, but just gets out of range cruelly. You can see him trying to conserve the flash. He gets the kill. He steals the...
He's already pulled back towards the turret, so won't be able to find much, so he can just carry on farming up.
Only one control ward sticking. That is on the right side of the lane from our perspective.
Go ahead, portal jump forward yet again. Gets the Sleepy Trouble Bubble. Now Yujun jumping in. Has him. Has the Shen coming in as well, and they just annihilate BDD.
I see the replay here.
Look at that.
Timing's perfect. So he uses Redemption to try to pop the passive. Doesn't get it. And then the auto attack into the Trouble Bubble. Beautifully done. Great timing. You'll notice on the bot side, Shen backed away. So in general about that. At the end of the broadcast, top side.
Done into the wall there on a Khan. Yujun does land that second bowl. They get the lockdown here onto the GP. He's going to throw down the barrage. He's trying to clear out the wave. He's trying to juke back. Still has the flash. Jumps to the other side of the turret. Bola not going to connect this time around. And Roach is going to take...
Malzahar showing up. Should be curtains for this bot lane turret. So around 15 minutes, we're going to see it go down.
All TP's coming through from the Zoe. As Edge tries to join in, tries to dissuade Kingzone, and seems like it will work. Yujun is pushing forward here.
Roach could have been as big a jerk as he wanted to be. Everyone was bot side except these two.
I mean, I'm sure Khan also probably has more damage done to Roach's turret compared, as Roach almost has the transformation ready to go. Meganar should be coming through. There's going to be the Shadow Dash. They push him back away. The Wallop connects, and he will go down. Great rotation, and Khan just not really respecting the stand united. As Peanut gets hit by a massive Paddle Star, takes him low. Actually pulling off the 2-button engages this time around. But Pulverizes were a little bit rougher for him, but there we go. Another Shadow Dash coming through as Gorilla just gets the pop-up, trying to dodge out on the Paddle Star. Headbutt Secret back, BDD wrapping around the side. They get the barrage thrown down as well as Gorilla goes dangerously low, limping his way out to the backside of the fight. Seems like he will stay alive as Secret goes golden. Yujun rather, getting ticked away by those Malefic Visions. Might just go down, comes back in out of the stopwatch in the middle of the fight, and that's going to be Khan picking up the kill, but Roach is chasing in, looking for the finish there onto the GP, back into the river. However, Peanut going low, jumps away with a flash, trying to stay alive, goes back in and takes down the Shen. Khan is still alive, goes golden to dodge out on the boulder, but will get taken down at the end as Bray jumps in with the arcane shift.
He wants all of them.
There you go, finds him, lines him up. Big hit off the Paddle Star as Edge jumps back forward. Peanut
Gorilla's back
trying
somehow
to find him, and Gorilla has actually healed up higher than anybody else on his team as Edge just tries to finish somebody off with the Paddle Stars, but cannot find it.
I can tell you for a fact that Prey is frustrated he couldn't pick up a triple kill on the back end of all of this. This is some heavy baiting. Consider that at the start of this play, Prey is farming minions in the bot side and gets to walk up all the way out. Gorilla had no life, must have found some honey fruit at the end of all of this. Yujun falls low. Khan goes in for a kill, but you would assume he'd be dead early. It takes forever for him to actually die. More dance moves here, trying to get away from it. We're on the right side, though. Farm in the face of the Gnar. Things are happy. Peanut's here, but so's Rengar.
Jukes out onto the first boomerang. We'll get that hyper proc there. Barrage thrown down to slow up Roach, but he's got the stand united, so he wants to push back forward. He's now becoming unexhausted as it seems like Gorilla interrupted the Shen ulti there. Prey trying to go ahead and push them back, keep them contained underneath the turret. Will be able to do so.
When he teleport down, crucially, it's not Roach's though. Didn't have to use his.
There's a stun into the wall. Khan going to cleanse that one off, but immediately gets hit with the wallop. Stand United comes through. That's the taunt. Khan flashing away, trying to keep himself alive in the fight, but the chase there from Roach and from Secret going to be a bit too strong. He will go down. True Shot Barrage will stop by to tickle Roach on the way out, but that's about it. But the rest of Kingzone are looking for redemption. Pushing forward, that's going to be the double pulverize from Gorilla. Beautifully done. Secret says, okay, that's how you do that. I'll keep that in mind for next time. And that double kill will go over to Prey.
Oh, beautiful stuff from Kingzone.
Yujun has been chunked out. Gorilla goes forward looking for another hit. Can't quite finish off the Rengar, but you can see the damage coming out, just chunking down even the tankiest members of Kongdu Monsters. Roach tries to kite his way back. The barrage comes through. Slows them up as they try to get closer. Edge jumps in with a portal jump, but he just gets annihilated. Peanut finds the kill, flashboard into the Nethergrass, the polarize for good measure. Goodbye, good night there to Soul.
Robin, we might be hitting a record of most time in 10,000 gold lead by Kingzone Dragon X of all time. They've spent so many of those wins massively ahead, just ultra ahead. This time they even draft themselves into a hole. There's no Jace here. There's no counter pick for the side of Kingzone. They go for the scaling choice in the Gangplank. Obliterated first is the Zoe.
Final nail in the coffin as they turn their sights in onto these Nexus turrets. First one already down to about half HP as they just keep poking in, trying to shove the members of Kongdu Monster back to the fountain as much as they can, just like onto Soul there as he goes low. Roach jumps forward, desperately wanting the Gnar ult, but that's going to be the Nethergrass coming in, and he dies straight up as BDD finds the kill. Nexus exposed, Prey will go forward, finds the kill in onto Soul. Secret will die just to finish off the bot lane, and let's just say, screw it, go ahead straight into the fountain and try to finish them all off. That is going to be game going over. Prey desperately tries to get it in the end. Can't do so. They really want to kill Edge, but they'll say, all right, enough shenanigans. Let's go ahead and finish this one off. The Nexus goes down, and Kingzone, they move to 10 games straight.
Kingzone Dragon X on this 10-match winning streak. They need to dive the fountain just to find a rush, just to get their heart rate going, because the clinical nature of the video games they played today is not in any way a different structure to what they've been doing recently. This has been Kingzone in the last 5 matches, just running over teams again and again, firing on all cylinders faster than we could ever have imagined. The first match against KSV is looking like a thing of the past, and with Khan in the lineup here, they look so fearsome that you have to again get excited about their match against KT Rolster on Wednesday of next week.
I mean, KT, they've got to be having a bit of a nervous sweat watching this macro play from Kingzone. Absolutely gorgeous stuff and a great way to have a birthday go down here for Peanut. Saturday night, finish early, and he'll also get to be a part of the MVP interview here in just a few minutes.
And they're done for the week, so maybe they can even celebrate tonight.
Yeah, perhaps. I don't think you really need a VOD review for this.
No, they saw everything there. There wasn't much to change for Kingzone. I imagine they're going to get some Korean barbecue and have a good time. So Stay tuned to, I'm sure, the Kingzone Dragon X Twitter. I'm sure they're going to have some fun photos and celebration, and Peanut smiling again. And to his legions of fans out there that had to endure a torrid time in 2017, he's home.